I did decide to pick up this collection again. I would love something more to buy. You know what? I'm so far behind. I just don't even feel motivated to catch up. Yeah, just don't depend on me for that. Okay, so this year I decided that I was going to stop collecting for. I feel like starting with Luna. Now, the memberships are pretty expensive and the season's greetings. Now, I did both this past year, and so I got the second orbit and I got their first season's greetings, and I was kind of considering if I still want to collect, because this past year I did 3 memberships and I did 3 season's greetings. And that was a lot. That's a lot of boxes that I still have sitting around. I think I still want to get the Luna membership. I mean, I was so much more happier with the second season, not season's greetings, but the second membership that Luna had in comparison to the first one. The first one kind of just felt very, okay, this is fine, but it didn't excite me at all. But the styling, the coloring, the photos, like everything about this Orbit 2 was so much better. It's just the season's greetings. I don't really think that I'm probably going to buy their season's greetings for this, for next year. I might just buy Go On's photo cards if there is anything like that. So that is one thing that I definitely think will probably be changing in my Luna collection. So I probably won't continue to have OT12 items is pretty much what I'm saying. And that does make me sad because I kind of like that I still am able to have the 12 in here consistently. I might still get the membership. At this point, I'm leaning towards still getting it, but it's definitely something that in future years I probably will think more critically about. And if I really want to keep getting them, because I could easily just buy the set of Go On's stuff from the membership and still be fine. It is nice to have a card that has my name on it and all that, but really I think I'm doing really good at collecting Go On, so I'm pretty on top of it. I don't think I've really missed anything besides her broadcast cards, which I mean, we don't really need to go into the broadcast cards. This one does not get a lot of activity. I don't collect for a lot of people outside of my top. Like, if you're not a top for me, consistency in buying your album, how on top of it I am in getting your photo card sets is just not, yeah, just don't depend on me for that. I don't feel like this binder changes much. If anything, I keep taking cards out that I decide I want to sell. IU is actually one of my top soloists. It's just that there's not a lot to collect for her. So, which you can kind of tell by the cover of this binder, I thought about collecting for her intensely, but I just didn't have a lot of stuff for her. So it really didn't make sense to have a whole section in my binder for her, especially when she wasn't consistently putting out postcards or photo cards in her albums. Bomb has not had a comeback in a while, but you know, I have quite a few cards for her, so she could potentially get her own section. These are like FX and, well, yeah. BAP is no longer, and AOA, I mean, Sohan loves me. I would love to go back and buy for AOA and their cards and stuff, but their cards are actually kind of hard to find in their albums. A lot of them are out of print. For Oh My Girl, I only keep the cards if I pull one of my biases, and I have quite a few in Oh My Girl, but I really love if I pull Yua, Jiho, or Aaron, but I also really love Binny, so she would probably be my wrecker. But these 3 are my biases, like 3. And then but Jiho's kind of like a little bit above. I don't know. It's complicated. I'm holding out hope that Hinapia will have photo cards or like physical albums. So I decided to keep these cards out here. But so far, nothing. SF9, I've kind of decided that I'm going to stop collecting for them. I'm so behind with this group and keeping up with them. And it's not because of anything in particular, but I just feel like I just kept forgetting, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to get this. Oh yeah, I need to get that. I need to get that. I need to get that. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm so far behind. I just don't even feel motivated to catch up. We have the boys, who I also have decided to stop collecting for, but well, I stopped collecting for them a while ago, but Kevin was definitely my bias. He loves Beyonce. I love Beyonce. Fremis, I love these girls. Oh my gosh, Love Bomb changed my life. Then we have Lucas. Oh my gosh, wish I could have collected for Lucas. But I love looking at these cards. That's probably not going to change. Is one, I actually really love them. I wish I would have collected for them, but I just never got around to it. Cherry Bullet, no longer collecting for them. I don't know, I might one day just sell these Mirai cards and this Cherry Bullet. So this binder doesn't really grow. Pretty much, I just went through all of that just for fun. But it doesn't really grow. I don't really think it's going to. If anything, it's going to get smaller and smaller until I'm finally at the point where I don't even need this binder, because I can probably just put these in another one, or I can stack a whole nother collection on top of this and make myself use it more. So this binder is pretty much ugly. Oh my gosh, I really need to get a cover for this, but where I think I just want all of my binders to be 3-inch binders. I'm kind of over this constant back and forth of going to a 2-inch binder and this 2-inch binder. I need 3-inch binders. Like, hello. That's what I need. I just need all of them to be 3 inches so we can just stop with the back and forth and be all around. And then I'll just give these to someone I know who's in school, and we'll use them and organize all of their stuff in them, because honestly, this is already getting close to being full, and this is 2 inches. Jessica, I think I do pretty good with. She hasn't had any comebacks since my decade, so that's a little sad. I'm really sad about that. But I'm getting some of her older photo cards. I really hope that she has another comeback soon, but yeah. Chang'e, I am definitely still collecting for her. Collect whatever I get on pull for her. I'm not going to go out of my way to try and complete full sets. I'm not going to continue to buy broadcast cards or anything like that. If I buy multiple copies of the album, then that's one thing, but I'm not really going to go out of my way to have her cards. We have Leah from ITZY. This one, I feel like eventually will start to pick up. I feel like they have a lot less stuff in comparison to other JYP groups, and I don't know why that is exactly. ITZY is still kind of slowly chugging their way to getting the extra merch, and like, where's the monograph for ITZY? I just want to know. Like, I want a photo book for them. I would love a DVD from their tour or whatever, but there's nothing so far, and I'm very confused. Like, I feel like JYP has just kind of made themselves known for the merch, and ITZY doesn't have a lot. I'm happy with that because it helps me maintain it, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I would love something more to buy. I would love to have at least one broadcast card for her, kind of like I have one for Go On, and that would just really make me happy. So maybe this year I will make it a mission to try and find one and get one. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Sungyu, oh my goodness, I really hope he has a solo comeback, but I would imagine that with everything going on, they're probably just going to continue to push him on Variety, which I have not been keeping up with his Variety. Honestly, when he got out of the military, they just started booking him on shows, and I have not stopped seeing updates of him on new shows, and he's added to the panel on this show and this show and this show and this show, and I'm like, oh my gosh, when is the music coming? So Sungyu is definitely still on halt. The horrible thing is, guys, I literally have bought these photo cards multiple times, and each and every time I try to buy them, scammers. All of them scammers. I ordered these things, 3 months pass, and it's like, where is my card? Hello? Where is it? Thinking that I'm just going to stop trying to complete this set because it's just not meant to be. I have the cards that I have, and maybe I just have to be satisfied with that, and we're just gonna move on because it hurts, guys. GC from BLACKPINK, honestly, I feel like every single month that passes, I get less and less motivation to continue this collection. Even though I freaking adore Jisoo, I love Blackpink. I know I don't talk about them a lot, and I have a lot of like side eyes towards their company, and like there's a lot, but at the core of it, I stick around. This is literally all I have for Jisoo, but her cards are so beautiful, but I don't know. I just don't feel motivated to hunt down the rest of the cards for this set and all of that. Maybe one day I will get that fire back. So I love collecting for Nan. I do not collect A-Pink albums, but I do collect for my girl. I only collect her cards if I see them for like cheap and in bundles and things like that. So I don't really intensely collect her. So that's why they're kind of jumping around in era and stuff like that. But hey, if I could get all of them, I would be right here for it. I did decide to pick up this collection again, and I'm really, really happy with the progress that I'm making so far, which I'm sure you will see a lot of that in more recent hauls and photocard organizations, because quarantine has kind of led me to this point where I'm like, you know what, we're going to start this collection up again. And it's not going to be intense or anything. It's just that Twice cards are insanely easy to come by. I'm really having fun with this collection for now because I loved Twice in 2019. I pulled quite a few Chewy and Sana cards, and since I already collected for them previously, I was kind of already going back and forth if I wanted to pick up the collection again and kind of just fill in the spaces that I wanted to fill in. And so here we are. Okay, so this year I decided that I was going to stop collecting for Joy. That really breaks my heart, but the finale photo cards just were a lot to collect for, because when they were first getting listed and with the albums being out of print, SM refusing to restock them, and it was also like the BTS comeback, and so I was just like, no, this is a lot. And I am only missing one Joy card. Just this one. So that's the only one I need for her, and then I am done. I'm still insanely proud of my Joy collection, so I think I'm just going to keep these cards for the time being. I don't know if anytime in the future years I will decide I want to sell all of my Joy stuff, but for right now I am still very much holding on to them. So don't ask me if you can buy this card or that card. It's not happening. If it is happening, I will definitely let you know, but for 2020 I can at least tell you it definitely is not happening. 2021, it probably still won't happen. Maybe in 2022, you can hit me up and be like, hey, so that Joy collection, how you feeling about it? Definitely gonna try and find more of the older, rare things for Sugabey. I don't know how quickly that's gonna happen, but I definitely will try to... I will try. I definitely plan on still buying the membership this year. I don't think that's gonna change. I will also buy the season's greetings for next year for sure. We saved the biggest collection for last, of course, so let's start off with like BTS album stuff, which I mean there isn't that much album stuff clearly, but we're gonna go through it anyways. This is another example of a desperate need for a 3-inch binder. Really thinking about it, might just have to make it happen. We need the 3-inch binders. Really love my BTS collection so far, but I have always kind of gone back and forth over if I want to go back and collect some more full sets. I don't really think that's going to happen this year, but I'm missing the version 2 group, and I'm missing version 3 Jimin and version 4 Yoongi, and that's probably my biggest struggle right now with albums. I kind of also did decide that I don't think I'm going to continue to collect for Yoongi for his Japanese photo cards and such. I think I will just keep moving forward. Before I did kind of have the intention of getting some of his older cards. As you can see, I bought this like bundle. I think I would just probably stick to getting these and call it a day. Keep it moving. I'm still planning on buying the broadcast cards. There's so many that I still need. I have pretty much everything, but I think I am more and more leaning towards just stopped collecting for Jimin. For the fifth muster, I think his cards have been listing on average for like $90 to $100 to $150. I've seen it for, and that is insane. But I think I'm going to start giving myself a break on it and not put so much pressure on myself to have both of them, and I think that's going to be the best way to go about this. You see Yoongi and Jimin here, but for all you know, this page is going to continue to be Yoongi, and if I get a Jimin card, it's going to just be popped in there, and we are just going to keep it moving. And if we never see another Jimin card in here, then so be it. But I'm sure at some point I will pull him again, and he will pop back up, and then I will just buy Yoongi's, because his just seem to be a little bit easier on average to get a hold of than Jimin's do. So yeah, it makes me sad, but I think it's just for the best. Otherwise, I'm not really changing anything. I think that this is pretty much maintained pretty well. That's it. That's really it. Nothing more, nothing less. So those are kind of my plans for my collection this year. I'm just going to be a lot easier on myself and try and have a lot more fun. Everything doesn't have to be done in like a few weeks or a few days. I can take my time with these collections. I don't always have to get everything right away. It is a lot easier to get it right away sometimes, but I can take my time with this, and I think I just want to give myself more of a break and just relax. I want to trade more. I want to be more consistent in posting stuff, so hopefully that can happen this year. Anyways, I hope you liked this video or found it a little bit interesting. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and leave a comment if you have anything to say. Like, let me know some of your collection goals, or what collections you're picking up this year, or which ones you're trying to cut back on, or if you're going to be like me and try and be easier on yourself about a certain collection. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on alerts if you want to, and that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!